Hey everyone, it's Kirsten from Unraveled Crafts. Welcome back. It has been a couple weeks, almost 3 weeks I want to say, since I have posted a video, and I just want to say I am sorry about that. It's been a crazy last couple weeks. The kids both started school back up. My son actually started a week before my daughter. My daughter started kindergarten yesterday. So we're, trying to get adjusted to this new schedule of getting 2 kids ready for school in the morning. So, and then we've also been, trying to acclimate to this new schedule, getting back on the routine for school in the morning, getting up, it's a hassle, it's a struggle with 2 kids or with multiple kids. But so far it's going great. We've been trying to stay busy. This past weekend, actually, Labor Day weekend, we decided to take a trip up to Austria and Germany to go to Eagle's Nest, Hitler's house, I guess, up in Germany. It was kind of a letdown. We thought it was going to be more than what it was. Like, we thought it was going to be like a little museum type of deal, walk around the house, see the architecture of it and everything like that. But it turns out it was just a restaurant now. So, a little bit of a letdown, but it was nice to go up there. We got to go walk out and see the gorgeous views of the mountains and stuff like that. After this video, or actually right now, I will insert a little clip and some pictures from that trip. So, but I did do some crocheting this past couple weeks. I have decided I guess is the right word, to try my hand at knitting. So first I'm going to show you a couple of my acquisitions. I went to a local store here called Gimme 5. It is very similar to I want to say Family Dollar, Dollar General in the States, and I bought 2 really cheap pairs of knitting needles. Like, these were 1 euro each, which is like a little over $1. They are crap, complete and total crap. These are my big ones. These are I want to say they were an 6 millimeter? 8 millimeter? Something like that. They were fine for, me starting out. The only thing is the plastic right here is crap. And it just fell out. So that's what I was dealing with when I was knitting. I tried knitting. It sucked. The yarn that I used kept on getting caught right here on these tips. I don't know if you all can see that, but right there on the tips, like right there, they were getting caught on that. So it was just really difficult. But I did make 2 hats with these needles. I will show you that in a second. But while I was working on the second one, I was just getting so frustrated with that I actually went on Amazon and bought a little set of knitting needles. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. There's 11 things of circular needles. I haven't used them yet because I just got them in the mail today, but they seem great. Like right here, right where the plastic meets the wood of the needle, it's seamless. It feels really nice. Like, I don't think my yarn will get caught on that at all. Unlike these ones, they have like a little lip, it's like a little hangover from the plastic of the needle, and that is what my yarn was getting caught on. So bought those. Can't wait to try those out. But I did make 2 hats. They are so simple. This is my first knitted hat. I'm so proud of it. All it is just the knit stitch for the basic, the tall part of the hat, and then the brim is the knit and purl stitch to make this ribbing effect. I really like this pattern. The only thing is, this is the first time that I used, or first hat I did. It's not big, it's big enough, but it's too tight for my head. Like, I feel like it's like, I don't know. I don't like the way it feels. It feels too tight around my head. So I would say this is for a teen, small adult, for them. But yeah, I do like it. I have some of this yarn left over. I used the Woolies Thick and Quick. It is a size 6 super bulky yarn in the color Marble. There were only 87 yards in this, and this is what I have left after 1 ball. So I have more than enough to make a pom-pom with this for the top of this hat, but I haven't decided if I wanted to do that. Hey, Tucker. Sorry, my cat's eating my needles, and jets are flying overhead. So yeah, did that. Decided to try that exact pattern again, but I made it a little bit bigger so that way I can fit my head on it, or it would feel more comfortable for me. So this is it. It's in a blue, and I even made a pom-pom with it. So as you can see, a lot more stretch to this one. Definitely like this a lot better. This is my new winter hat. I really think this is my new winter hat. I love it. I used the same exact yarn, the Woolies, right? Thick and Quick, in the color River Run, and that is all I have left from this 1 ball. And that made the hat and the pom-pom, and I even made the hat bigger. So that's all I have left. So I'm probably gonna make a pom-pom with this for this hat. And if you guys are familiar with Debbie over the Canadian Crocheter, I kind of made the pom-pom like she makes hers, and I just attached it by tying it into a knot or a bow, so that way I can remove this for when I want to wash the beanie. So yeah, second knitted project. I am so happy with it. Since I got my new set of needles right here, the ones that I've really been waiting for, there is a knitted hat pattern that I am dying to try. If you guys are familiar with Gilmore Girls, you know that Netflix came out last year with the year in the life of it, and I found a pattern on Pinterest for the gray knit hat that Lorelai was wearing in the opening, I think it was the opening scene of that. So that is my next knitted project that I want to try, because I really like that hat and I want to make one. So yeah, but now onto all the crocheted stuff that I did. I did the, I'm sorry, my cat, the diamond, I think it was, hat pattern. This was by, who was this by? Was it Moogly? Tamara over at Moogly? I think it was her. I don't know, I made this, I can't remember the name of it or who it was by. But I did, in my last video, hold on a second guys, helicopters. I did make a cool blue color, ice blue color of the same hat. And I showed you guys in my last video. If you checked out that video, the link for this pattern is down in that video as well. I'll also go back and I will grab that link and I will put it in the bottom description box of this video as well for this hat pattern. But yeah, there you guys go. But it's like the diamond effect. The only thing is, I am torn if I want to put a faux pom-pom on top or make my own pom-pom. I am not sure. I think I might put one of my faux ones on here, so that way if I do plan on selling these, it's easier to remove and put back on if you want to wash it. So, but yeah, that was the next hat I made. Then I also, that was, by the way, this yarn was just some scrap yarn, so I think it was Burnett Super Value color True Red, so just very basic leftover yarn. So yeah, then the next hat that I did this past couple weeks was another Divine beanie, and I used, where is it? Downstairs. Sorry. I used a Premier Sweet Roll for this, and this is the color Jello Pop. So that was that one. So yeah, just another Divine hat. And then I also made a basic triangle granny shawl, square shawl. So made this. I made this with the same Premier Sweet Roll Jello Pop, but my intention for making this was not to have it as a shawl, but instead to have it as a scarf. Ugh. My hair is all over the place. I'm sorry about the purring and the meowing. My cat is next to me wanting all my attention. Tilt this down so you guys can see it. But yeah, just a little, little scarf thing. That works. There we go. So yeah, that was the next thing I did. This took 2 balls or 2 cakes of the Premier Sweet Roll to do, and then I just used whatever was left of it to make another hat. So technically 3 balls to include the hat, but I like it. I don't know if I want to add tassels to this, so that way it's a little bit easier to like stay on your neck. I'm probably gonna leave it as is, but that's what I did. That was another thing. So yeah, trying to stay busy, trying to do some stuff. Just trying to use up my scrap yarn basically. So since I have so many balls or skeins of the Premier Sweet Roll, or Premier Sweet Rolls, of the Burnett Super Value yarn, because that's basically all I can get here on base. I decided to partake in the Unraveled Mittens CAL crochet along, this Afghan sampler. So I started doing those. Now the only thing I gotta say about these is my squares are not the same size, and I have not sewn in any of my ends. Ugh, sorry, cat hair, guys. And I had not bordered all of them yet. That is a project probably for this weekend, but I will show you the ones that I have gotten done so far. I got 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half done. So the first one I did was just the herringbone half double crochet one, and again, tails are not sewn in, no border on it. I'll do the border this weekend, and then in my next video I will show you them all bordered and whatever ones I get finished by then. So yeah, herringbone half double crochet. Forgot the name of this one. And of course I didn't write it down, and I should have. Let's see, which way does it go? It goes this way, but it's this way. I really like this texture, the texture of this one, because it's got those the little bumps, but those are just, this was so easy to do, by the way. I did this on our drive up, right? I did this on our drive up to Austria this past weekend. So the drive up was 4 hours. I did this in like 3.5 hours. Literally 3.5 hours I did this. Because all it was it single crochet? Yeah. It was single crochet stitches, and then these the little bobbles, little puffs that are sticking out, or treble crochets. So yeah, can't remember the name of this one, and I don't have, hold on a second, guys. Alright, this one, sorry, little thump cat. This one was called the diagonal trip stitch. So that was the second square I did. And then I just actually finished this one yesterday. It is the boxed block stitch, and I did it in the 2 colors just like she did in her pattern. And you just carry your yarn up the edge. And again, all of my edges, tails, not woven in, but that will get done. Sorry guys, cat knocked my camera over. Gotta love having cats. Good enough. But yeah, anyways, box block stitch. And then this last one I actually did on our drive back from Austria, and it is called the sedge stitch. This one worked up so fast to do. Unbelievable. This was my second attempt doing this one. I started it when we were up in Austria, but it wasn't wide enough for the measurement that I needed it to be, so in the drive home, I ripped it all out. And I was about halfway, I was like right here when I ripped it out. So I ripped all that out, redid it, made it wider, and I did this in 3 hours. 3 hours. So, there is that. And then I started this one yesterday. Oops, my stitch is gonna fall out. No. I don't remember what this one was called. I think it was the... Sorry about that, guys. My phone's been having issues lately. But anyways, back to the Unraveled Mitten CAL. The last one that I started working on was the paired double crochet block square. All it is like V-stitch. They look like V-stitches, but they're a double crochet over 2 stitches. Or double crochet two together over 2 stitches. I really like how this one's working up. Literally, I did this in like a half hour, 45 minutes at my daughter's soccer practice last night. So yeah, this one will be done today. And then I will probably start actually putting the border on all of these. And I plan on using, I'm going to use Red Heart yarn for it. Only because I have big skein of this one, plus like almost another full one of these ones. Packed away right now, but I'm gonna use Red Heart Super Saver Jumbo. So this big roll right here, big roll, in the color Aran, to border all of my squares, and when it's ready to be put together, border the whole blanket. This is 14 ounces, 396 grams, 681 meters, or 744 yards in this big skein. So this is a full one, not used yet. I also have another one in my closet that is, I've only used maybe a little bit of that one, so it's pretty much full, so another 600 yards. So I have more than enough of this to border all of my squares and then border the entire blanket when it is finished. But yeah, put that away so don't forget it. That is all that I have done this past couple weeks. We've just been hanging out as a family, doing some stuff and traveling. Not much crocheting done, a little bit of knitting. Those 2 knitted hats that I did, they literally took me like 2 days each to do. 2 or 3 days each. So that's basically a week right there in 2 hats. But yeah. Here's my scrap blanket right behind me. I have not done anything to that at all yet since the last time. So yeah, that is all I have to share with you guys today. I I hope your guys' week is going well, and for all of you guys who are parents of kids who are back in school, hooray! Summer's over, kids are in school again. It's such a great feeling to, be able to clean my house and not have it be a mess 2 hours later. Yeah, it's gonna be great. But yeah, I hope you guys' the rest of your week is good, and hope your guys' weekend is wonderful. We will probably be doing nothing, just hanging out here as a family, as usual. But I will talk to you guys all later, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And also, should probably start with this, but it's at the end of the video, and I'm sorry about this. Sorry about that. I want to say a big thank you to all of my returning subscribers, and a welcome to all of my new subscribers. As of, I think, a couple hours ago, which was the last time I looked, we are over 800 subscribers. Yay! So exciting! I want to thank all of you. I never thought that I would even get this far or have this many subscribers. It's wonderful. I am looking forward to reaching 1,000 subscribers, and once that happens, I will be doing another giveaway to celebrate 1,000 subscribers. So yeah, I really appreciate all of you guys who are all of my subscribers who have returned to watch my channel, and to all of my new subscribers, thank you so much. It means the world to me, and I wouldn't be here without you guys. I enjoy doing these videos for all of you. I know it's not much, but it's, what I can do as of right now. And I hope all of you enjoyed my travel videos and just seeing all the traveling that we are doing as a family here in Europe. So yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye everybody.